What's up, guys? It's Steve, and I just checked out Thor: The Dark World, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Anthony Hopkins, Tom Hiddleston, and a bunch of other people. So in this sequel to the first Thor, we get to see, basically, we have this huge threat that comes from the Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, and he's basically one of the biggest badasses in the universe for a really long time. He had this ether that can basically consume all the universes, all the worlds, and make it a dark world. So this thing is taken away from him, and then he's trying to bring it back into the world now. And yeah, it takes Thor and his crew to make it all better. What do I think about this movie? I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was awesome. The cinematography is really, really good. There are some scenes that looked amazing. Like, it made me want to go into Asgard and go see what everything is all about over there. It's such a huge, huge look into the world of Thor, and it looked fucking great. The action scenes are fucking amazing. There were so many good action scenes in this movie. The main battle between Thor and Malekith were fucking insane. They're like just going through rocks and destroying things and blowing shit up. Fucking awesome. Unlike Man of Steel, but still fucking cool. They also had the little romantic aspect with, Lady Sif wanting to get with Thor, but Thor's like, no, I love this girl. That may be a spoiler, but whatever. You can tell from even the first one that Lady Sif was kind of into Thor, but Thor's like, no, I kind of like Jane Foster better because she's Natalie Portman and she was in Star Wars, and maybe she can, do something that's better. But yeah, Lady Sif was awesome, even though she was a little underutilized, I think, but she was still really good. We also got to see a lot of action sequences. There were lots and lots of action sequences. I was not expecting so much. Yeah, there was a lot in this movie that was really, really good. The only thing is that, like, a lot of the sub characters were underutilized. Like Zachary Levi's character was underutilized. Basically, Thor's four little homies aren't really used as much as they were in the first one. But regardless of the fact, like, all these characters are actually really good, and they had a good understanding and a good grasp of the consequences that could have happened to Asgard and to the world if this ether got out there. The only negative I would say is that Thor was a lot like the first one. Like, it's like your stereotypical, like, comic book movie that you have all these things that, like, oh yeah, there's this big issue, big problem, and the superhero's gonna come and take care of everything. Fine, that's their typical superhero movie, but I don't really think that's a bad thing. The real bad thing is actually that no, there is no bad thing. It's really good. Oh yeah. Kat Dennings really didn't need to be there. She was funny, but there was no real need for her. Like, yeah, she was a comedic element, but there really was no need for Kat Dennings in this at all. I feel that her moments within the film kind of brought it down a bit. Yeah, she is nice to look at, Yeah, dude's probably gonna be upset about me about that. But yeah, she is nice to look at, but she's not really that necessary in this. There are also a lot of Easter eggs throughout the entire movie. So if you're a fan of Marvel, if you're a big reader of the comics, and you know what's going on within the comics, you get to see a lot of little Easter eggs. Like there's little teases here and there, little posters here and there. There are also a couple extra after credit scenes, so stay after the credits. There are two after credit scenes, so just look out for that. Yeah, so overall, I give Thor: The Dark World a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, and it was really, really good. It was good sci-fi, fantasy, action, comic book movie. Probably my favorite comic book superhero movie of the year. We've had a couple of them already, and some of them were a little underwhelming. But yeah, this was really good. So make sure you let me know what you think. Did you see Thor: The Dark World? How are you gonna see it? What do you think about it if you have seen it? Like I said, let me know in the comments below. As well as check out innercitygeeks.com. We have a bunch of stuff over there. We also have the podcast. This week on the podcast, we spoke to the guys from Mass Grave Pictures, and it was a really, really cool show. So that'll be up this weekend. So thanks you guys for checking it out. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Until then, I guess I will see you guys next time.